happy now knowing which group you're in. The wait was over, and we start the competition fully next week. So, what have we got for you now? Well, it's pick and mix. And this week we're going to take a trip down memory lane. And today we are going to look at the top 10 singles on the 3rd of October 1955. Now, back on this day in 1955, it was actually a Monday. So if it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. It wasn't a leap year in 1955. And if you was born on this day, you are what they call the baby boomer generation. The Chinese zodiac on this day was goat or sheep. Your star sign is the best star sign because it's mine, and it is Libra. So, who was Prime Minister of the UK in 1955? Well, it was this chap called Anthony Eden. And we have got a heavenly birthday to start us off. Well, we've got two. Well, these are all heavenly birthdays. And being a Thursday, we don't normally do pop stars that have a birthday that are alive because that comes in hatches and matches later. So, born on this day, in 1955, was Douglas Allen Woody, who was a bass player with the Allman Brothers, and Government Mule. Was born in Nashville, Tennessee, and sadly passed away in the year 2000. 1916, author and vet James Herriot, who wrote The All Creatures Great and Small, was born in Sunderland in 1916, and he passed away in 1995. And 1954, another heavenly birthday, taken from us far too long, was tragically killed in, I think it's a helicopter crash in 1990, and it's the great blues guitarist Stevie Ray Vaughan. What a guitarist, and what a sad, sad loss when we lost him. So then I thought I'd have a look at history. See what was happening on the 5th of May. Well, something on this day in 1955 happened. The Mickey Mouse Club television series premiered in America. Not a lot of people know that. But the others we had to go, one of them we've gone right back to 1712. And the Duke of Montrose issues a warrant of the arrest of Rob Roy. Yeah. Let's go a bit up to date when it's 1990. And today is actually the day that the reunification of East and West Germany took place. And the West German flag is raised above the Brandenburg Gate on the stroke of midnight. So there's all the history in bits. Let's have a look then. What was in the charts on this day? And this is the one I really like because it goes back, and there's some really strange stuff in the charts back in 1955. So at number 10, down one place for Frankie Lane, is Strange Lady in Town. Now this was only released here in the UK. Eventually got to number 2. I mean, Frankie Lane was very popular in the 50s. Not my cup of tea, but I'll give him his thing. He can sing. He was a great singer. So that was number 10. At number 9, up 7 places this week, is the Blue Star, the Medic theme, with the Cyril Stapleton Orchestra featuring Julie Dawn. On its way up to number 2, and it was actually a global million-selling single as well. Very pleasant enough, but it just doesn't do much for me. At number 8, down 5 places, is Evermore for Ruby Murray. Now, Ruby Murray, she was born in Belfast, but she remarried a member of a band called the Four Jones Boys, Bernie Burgess, who lived here in Northampton. And when they got married, when he married Ruby Murray, they moved back to Northampton. He became a manager, and then they got divorced. But so Ruby Murray actually lived here in Northampton. Now the song Evermore, that's okay. I mean, to me, Ruby Murray is slang for a curry. But she did have a nice voice, I'll give her that. And it's nice to have that local connection with that one. Okay, at number 7 we have a non-mover. The Breeze and I. Katrina Valente. Now this peaked at number 5. And it was actually the record first reached the Billboard magazine charts on the 30th of March 1955 and lasted 14 weeks on the chart, peaking at number 13. I like this, believe it or not, because it's got that samba Latino feel, and I do love that music. It's one track of this period that I really did like. Okay, at number 6, up 4 places, Close the Door, the Stargazers. This is the highest it reached in the chart, although they did have several top 10 hits during the 1950s. I think this is fun. I don't mind this. I'd never heard this song before, but I quite like it. It's quirky, funny, not a bad track. Probably my favourite track in this top 10. At number 5, up 1 place, the man from Lorraine, Mr. Jimmy Young. Yes, it is Jimmy Young, popular DJ in the 70s. With This Is What You Do, TFN, ta-ta for now. He also had a number 1 in 1955 with Unchained Melody. So before he was a DJ, he was a singer. And when I found out that Jimmy Young was a pop star as well, yeah, I remember his recipes and that. I don't mind this song, actually. He had quite a nice voice. Okay, at number 4, down 1 place, Everywhere for David Whitfield. This has been number 3, so it's on its way down the charts. But it was actually the B-side of a song called Mama that only reached number 12. And it's amazing that the B-side reached number 3. Very strange, that is, isn't it? How they did things back in them days. This is what my granddad once says. You sing 3 notes where one could have been suffice. I don't like this song at all. Okay, at number 3, down 1 place for Frank Sinatra, Learning the Blues. Big hit for Frank, got to number 1 on America, reached number 2 here. Great song from Frank. I do like this song. Love this big band bluesy sound on it from the man himself. Absolutely terrific song. Okay, at number 2, up 2 places, Cool Water, Frankie Lane and the Mellow Man. Funny enough, this was the other side of Strange Lady in Town, but with the Mellow Man. And the B-side got to number 2, and this is as far as it's got. And I said, it's always bizarre when the B-side of another song gets higher than the original. Very strange. But I think out of the 2, this is probably the best one. Okay, number 1. And this had been at number 1 for the 10 weeks. And it would do another week. And it is Rosemary by Slim Whitman. A huge hit. Well, in America and the UK. And got to number 1 in the country charts. But was number 4 in the whatever charts kind of thing. Yeah, I know this song. I don't particularly like it, but my granddad was a huge Slim Whitman fan. He hadn't got a bad voice, but so I know this song very, very well, unfortunately. But then this was 1955, and this was the rage of the music back then. So there we go. There's the top 10 singles for this day in 1955. Okay, that's all for today, except tonight we'll be back on live stream duty, usual sort of things. And tonight we're going to talk about our albums that make when we want to chill out. So it'll be a really chill out evening tonight with that, and the usual gang will be up. So look forward to that. If not, we'll be back tomorrow when we've got a live album ranking. And it is one of my favourite guitarists of all time. He's been in many bands, but as a solo artist he was great as well. And we'll be looking at the live albums of Michael Schenker, and only outside his UFO. So it's nothing, there's no UFO live albums in this, it's just pure Michael Schenker, MSG, Fest, Temple of Rock. So there's quite a few to choose from. And also tomorrow we haven't got a brand new album, but we have got a album called Steeler by Steeler, and it was the band that Uwe Manstein was in before he went solo and was big. It's an album that I've had a long time on cassette and CD and various other formats. So yeah, we'll be having a look at that. So join me for that. Bye for now.